your ass and you're trying real hard and they just won't let up. Well, I had my own problems and I was at my lowest. I didn't want to give up. I didn't want to let anybody down. And so I did mention that. I said I didn't want to let New York City down. And as an immigrant that grew up in Queens, came here without an education and all that, I figured, what if a Jamaican can help save one of America's oldest taverns?
That's great.
And I said, that would be so. So it's an act of helping, an act of passion, a bleeding heart. And they said, never fall in love with a business, And unfortunately, I did fall in love with it. And I stuck with it. Fast forward 15 years later, it's one of the only taverns in America to have a street co-named in its honor. If you look outside, it will say Neir's Tavern Way. Neir's Tavern is now on the map, physically on the map. And I never knew this was possible, but we had a community day block party, and a congresswoman assistant showed up with, we've gotten a lot of proclamations and grateful. But this one was different, and it's an addition to something that we already had in 2019, which I thought was a big deal. And we became the first tavern, probably in America, another one, to have 2 congressional record of honor. United States Congressional Record is the official history book of United States of America. We are now probably the only ones that have 2 congressional records, and we're located here in your borough, our borough, Queens, New York City. And I'm saying that because it wasn't just about me or just me. I may have started it, created the spark, but you guys are the gasoline. You guys are the fuel. And when I needed that extra gasoline, Tom Gretsch came in.
All right.
That day is forever known as the day Neir's Tavern was saved. And I remember days later, someone sent me a link, and I didn't know this was happening. It was a news story on MSNBC. Now, ABC, CBS, all of them was outside broadcasting live. What's the fate of Neir's Tavern? But I didn't know the news went national. New York Times, MSNBC, and they broke the news and said, we're interrupting this newscast because there is a tavern in Queens, New York City. It's called Neir's Tavern, and they're like, I kid you not, it's called the most famous bar you never heard of. He said that. But they need help. We're calling all the big investors nationally, anyone in the sound of my voice, to help this tavern out. And fortunately, it was saved. And it took not just the community that created the groundswell, but we need an executive power, someone that understood the inner workings of New York City. And Tom Gretsch made the calls, he made the communication, provided the space. And the mayor was on the line, and he said, at 7 o'clock, don't tell anybody, 7 o'clock they're gonna come here. We pushed through, and they're like, oh, where's the mayor here? Well, you know why. He wanted to make the announcement that Neir's Tavern was saved, and the place just erupted. It was, everybody saw the Christmas, was it that story where at the end, Bill Bailey and all, it was one of those. It was really Wonderful Life.
The richest man in town.
It was. So that's where this picture was taken, and we did a toast, and all the news agencies come in. So I want to thank Tom Gretsch, the Queens Chamber of Commerce. I got my money's worth.
So thank you. Let's raise a glass, shall we? Raise a glass, whether it's seltzer, water, whatever else, to 200 years. We're 5 years away. And then an unabashed plug. Every 2 months we run a Best in Queens contest. Bagels, ribs, pizza. This month, drum roll, is Best Burger in Queens. Rumor has it that Loycent and Company and Augustin make a hell of a burger. So, We're not going to stuff the ballot boxes. But maybe we are. Maybe we are. So the contest runs, I think, to June 2nd or 3rd. Anyway, if you haven't had a burger, try the burger. There's plenty of nice complimentary food. Robert, you finally quieted down. Thank you so much.
Just give me food.
Just kidding.